I want to try something different today. Hey everybody, how's it going? I'm Izzy Nobry, and this is not the Izzy Nobry Show. This is Daily Drive, which is a more free-form kind of stream of consciousness car vlog. I've been doing this series for a while on my Portuguese channel, and I figured it's a great way to turn something that's not a productive time of your day, your commute, into something a little bit productive. So one of the things I figured, since this is a car video, it makes sense to talk about some car woes I had in the last little while. And this is the first, I think, in a long series that'll make you realize how much of an idiot I actually am. I was at Walmart the other day, and I was buying some stuff for the new house, as I mentioned. I'm pretty sure I mentioned this year on the vlog before. I moved recently with my wife. I used to live closer to downtown. I'm living in a different part of Calgary now. It's a little bit farther from work, so that adds a new, it's a little sacrifices, right? Like life, it's a great place, beautiful place. It's a great neighborhood, but now I have to actually commute, whereas before, going to work took, I don't know, 10 minutes in a bad day. Oh, that guy's in a hurry. Shit. Holy fuck. I wish I should have a camera pointing out to capture these fucking idiots trying to kill themselves and us. Jesus Christ, Calgary drivers, man. Although I bet that's true of wherever city you're from. Everybody thinks the drivers in their town are the worst. I think that's the one thing that binds us all. Anyway, car problems, like I was saying. I was at Walmart buying a whole bunch of shit. When you move, right, you throw out the stuff that you've had for a long time and you've been meaning to replace, and then, you know, the move is an opportunity to replace these things. So you throw out a bunch of stuff, you break some stuff, so you have to go to Walmart and pick up a new one. So I went to Walmart, pick up a bunch of stuff, curtains for the new office and things like that. And I, being a complete fucking idiot, threw my keys inside the trunk. I don't fucking know why. I just did it. And it's not even the first time I did it, although the first time I did this is a couple of years ago. It was during the summer, and my windows were rolled down, so that wasn't a problem, not this time. So I threw my keys inside the trunk, threw all of my shit on top of my keys, hiding my keys effectively, and then I closed the trunk, and then I go to get into the car, and of course, I can't get into the car. Some 40 minutes later, some guy from, oh, by the way, I still have the receipt. I have to actually make a claim for that, for my insurance. So maybe that's not going to cost me the $150 I had to shell out. But yeah, the guy showed up, used the little thing. I didn't know how this worked. It's the first time I actually had to rely on somebody to unlock my car for me because I was an idiot. They have this little thing. It looks like a pressure, like a blood pressure cuff. They insert it into the gap between the window and the door frame, or really, like, the Mustang doesn't have a frame on the top, between the car and the window. If you've ever seen the door of a Mustang, you know what I'm talking about. So anyway, they jam that thing in, squeeze it, it pops the window away from the car, which I'm pretty sure is gonna fuck up my window in the long run. Maybe not from doing it just once, although that's the fucked up thing. I had to do it twice in 1 week because, like I mentioned before, a bit of an idiot. So what happened is that 2 or 3 days later, I was going to the car to go to work, and I try starting my car remotely, and I get downstairs, and I see the car's not running, so I thought it was kind of weird. The new building is all concrete, so I thought maybe that blocked the signal from the fob. That makes sense. I get close to the car and try to unlock it. The car doesn't unlock. I press a couple more times the button on the fob. The car does not respond, and I'm like, okay, obviously the battery on the fob is dead. So I just unlocked the car with the keys, which made me feel like I was in fucking 1987. I can't recall when was the last time I unlocked the car with the actual key. So unlock the car, sit in the driver's seat. Lo and behold, the little thing here, the little knob that turns on the light was on. Usually, because I drive home late at night, so it's dark, I have the lights on. Usually, if you do that, maybe my music was on loud, I didn't hear. Like you're supposed to. There's a beep if you turn off the car, and the thing doesn't, like, it'll, oh shit, I gotta exit this lane. Usually, if you turn off the car and the lights are on, it starts to beep to let you know that you left your fucking lights on. That's the car's way of saying you're gonna be late for work tomorrow, you fucking idiot. But I didn't hear it. I'm not sure if my music was really loud in my car. When I turn it off, the music doesn't stop. Maybe that's what it was. I didn't hear the beep at all, or maybe it didn't beep. Who the fuck knows? So that's what happened. I got into the driver's seat. I see that the thing was on, so it drained my fucking battery. Call my insurance. They bring the guy that's supposed to start my car, give me a boost. And I'm an idiot. I never had to do this before. So the guy gives me a boost, like I turn on the engine turns over, it's fine. And then because I never had this done before, I just immediately turn off the engine, and the guy's like, oh shit, you just killed your battery again. We're gonna have to wait a little bit longer and give it a little bit more of a charge, because I gave you just enough charge to turn the engine over. So now I feel like a complete idiot, especially because the guy who showed up to help me was younger than me. So I'm pretty sure he was thinking like, you're stupid fucking, like, you should fucking know this. You should fucking know this. I didn't. So I say, oh, sorry. And he's like, this time we're going to do it again. Wait a little bit longer because now the battery has to charge for longer. Don't touch the keys. I'm like, I won't touch the keys. Okay, fine. Turn over. The engine turns over. It's fine. So I get out of the car, close the door to put the hood down. Right? And here's another, I learned a lot of things this week. If you open your car, at least with the Mustang, with this model of Mustang, if you unlock the car using the key as opposed to the little button on the thing, usually, like, before I had a remote starter, I would start the car, close the door, and then, you know, push the snow off of the car. And then when I'm done, I just open the door, it's fine. And I just found this out. If you unlock the car, the key, and then and then you turn on the car and you close the door, that will lock your doors. So I closed the, oh shit, another Mustang. They're supposed to say something if somebody drives a car right next to you and it's your same car, like Jinx, but for cars. Is that a thing? So by this, like at this point, there's like a motherfucker coming in hot. Bro, why are you in such a hurry? Shit. Yeah, I seriously need to buy a dash cam because there's a lot of idiots on the loose on the city. Anyway, so that's what happened. Like, the guy's like, what did you just, oh, did you just lock yourself out of your car? Long story short, I had to get my car, I had to get, what's the actual name for the person who works this? Like a locksmith? I had to get a locksmith because I managed to lock myself out of my car twice in 1 week. I told you, if you just found out about my channel and maybe you agreed with some of my points and you're like, oh, this guy's so smart, this guy, so no, I'm going to disappoint you pretty quick. And yeah, there's an example right there. I think that's all the time I have for today. I want to keep these nice and short to make it easier to edit. I edit these either on my phone or on my iPad using the little thing that you put the little, you know, little SD card in. Anyway, you don't care about the shoot. My point is, these are gonna be short, nice and short. People are busy, right? You're probably busy. I'm not sure about you. Maybe you got some fucking League of Legends to play or some shit, right? Yeah. Anyway, that's everything. I'll see you guys next time. It's a holiday. Why are these motherfuckers fast and furiousing all around me?